Okay, let's start conducting our systems checks. So, can I switch through? And then switch back? Switch through? Switch back? Alright, so that seems to work on my computer. Now let's see if it'll also come through on the stream itself. Alright. Let's see. I'm here waiting. Okay, it does. It's just delayed. Cool. Cool. Okay. So, welcome to Break Room Control Systems, where we will explore things I'm interested in. In this episode, I guess, we will explore the ESP32 plus an EMG sensor. And I'm going to paste, one sec. Material into chat. It won't let me. No. Okay. Trying to figure out what I can post. Okay, so I can post stuff. Okay. So today's goal, I want to get some data out of this guy, right? Connected to, actually it'll be more helpful. So I have one of these ESP32s. I have one of these EMG sensors, and I'm using CLion IDE and platform IO through Mac to program the ESP32. And so the idea is to get data off of the EMG sensor from the ESP32. I am using, so if from their product page, their product wiki, they provide the library. And so I have downloaded that library and I have it over here in the Finder, and we're gonna hook it up by reading this README, because it's all new to me. I haven't done it. And so I want to take these links so that you have them as well. Let me see, can I do this? ESP32. ESP32. Okay. And then for what it's worth, you know, it's worth. Link. This guy. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Oh, so let's switch back over here. Is that just delayed? Interesting, hold on. Okay, it's back to what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm hooking up this library. Okay, so they want us, let's see if we can do, if we have it in that format. So EMG filter, EMG filters, examples. Okay, so they want us to drag that there. And I'm going to say allow, then refactor. Okay, So does the provided library have that? Yes. And I'm gonna add this to Git. Okay, and then we observe this file. Okay. And then we look at the header file. Okay. Hmm. And what is my filter? My filter is EMG filters. Okay, let's just grab this and see. A0. Do I have A0 on my board? We will try this anyway. Now we are using Arduino, so we're gonna take this. Go to main CPP. This was just me earlier. Let's see. Okay. Optional. This file. Okay. Okay, it's just formatting. Just to do it like this. That's fine. No? Why is it not fine? You could not find a search path. Include header files. But then how are we supposed to use the lib? Example contents using for source main C. Right, source main C. Hashtag include. Platform source C. Okay, we're following this structure. And then it says dependency finder will automatically find by scanning projects. But it's not. Okay. It doesn't help. Am I gonna have to ask the AI for help? Because if it can't, well, build. Okay, so it builds. It's the IDE that's not finding it. So this is working fine. Okay, so how can we get the IDE to make sure that it copies search paths? No? So if it compiles, that means the program finds it. The compiler finds it. I can load it on to the board. Okay. So maybe I should just to see if it works. I'm gonna try it. Micros will flow. Okay. Because part of this is just seeing. No, they started this. Would it matter though? Probably. It does matter. Order matters. Okay. And then I want this, and it says set up for time cost measure using micros. Every 70 minutes. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that applies here. Take the suggestion. No. Okay. Let's take. Because if this just works, then the next thing I want to do, we can just do immediately. Alright, let's see. So envelope, square, is macro, but that's part of Arduino. Is this just taking the square root? So x times x. Okay. Okay, I guess we're just gonna try it. The other thing. Okay, so it's plugged in. Okay, now. Part of the problem here for me. So it comes with two boards, right? It comes with this thing, which is the sensor itself, right? And then it comes with this other board that does the processing, I guess, that you connect to the ESP32 or whatever. But then it has a connector that has 3 pins, and this thing is looking for 1 pin, which is looking for a 0 pin. So does it have it labeled? Am I gonna have to read more? Okay, this is A. Okay, I guess it's time to read some more, because I don't know. It's my first time using this thing. So Arduino calibration and print waveform. What I'm looking for, what I want, is a diagram, yeah, that shows this cable. Okay, let's see. Ah, excellent. This is what I wanted to see. Open image in new tab. Can I zoom in? Okay, there we go. There we go. So middle, it wants power. Black wants ground. And then blue is, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense. So I'm gonna grab a breadboard. Okay. I'm gonna grab 3 cables from my deck over here. So we're gonna go blue, black, gonna go blue, black, and blue, black, and red. Let me find a red cable. I got it. Okay. So red is center, red is power, black is ground, and then blue is whatever pin I want. Cool stuff. Okay, where's my board? I'm gonna unplug it so I don't ruin it. Okay, so I need more cables. Gotta get the mother load of cables. Okay. I am looking for a specific type of cable. I got it. Okay. Unless I just plug in the entire board to the breadboard, but then I lose a lot. So, but that's fine. So VIN ground is appropriately easily labeled, but I want, is 3 volt fine? No, it wants specifically 5 volt. Do I have 5 volt on the ESP32? I hope so. T2. I may not have what I'm looking for. I may not have. So I'm looking for 5 volt. Am I just blind? Can I not read? Because I see the 3 volt right there. Right? I see that. And then there's ground and D15. We'll just try it. We'll just try it on the 3 volt and see how it goes. Gonna plug this in this way. Is that way fine? One more down. Cool. So now I have this. I have 1 row available to use. Okay. So. Oh, you know what? I have more than 1 row. I can put power on the whole rail. From 3 volt. Boom. Okay. That gives me power on the whole rail. And then I'm gonna get that power to the EMG. So you guys can see that jump. Let me take this off. So basically from the 3 volt to the rail on the breadboard, and then I have 3 volt on the entire rail. Okay. So then I just plug in red to red. I realize now that it would be helpful to have a camera that looks at like a table that shows what I'm doing, since I'm physically working with things, but that's for next stream. Okay, so then blue is whatever pin out, so we're gonna go with D2, assuming D2 is something I have available. And then black is ground, and so I'm gonna hook up black to black on the breadboard. And so black ground from there to here. There we go. Now the whole rail is grounded, supposedly. Okay, and so then ground again there. Ground. Oh no. Okay. I might get another cable. That one broke. Alright. Then ground to ground. And now I have a jumbled mess, but I got the cable connected with the specified black to ground, and we have a pin D2. So technically I'm done. I should be able to connect the ESP32, assuming this is right. I'm gonna double check it. 3 volt to the rail, then red to red. Blue is the data, goes to D2. Black is ground, goes to ground. Ground is connected to the ground pin on the board, and then the rest of the thingy is connected There you go. Okay, looking good. I think it's fine. So now we connect the board back to the machine. Let's see if I brick it. I think it's fine. Alright. I get a red, blue light. Okay. Why? Analog. Okay. Let's see if this thing tells me on the upload. It says but it built earlier. Now it doesn't build. Oh, okay, this makes sense because I changed. I hadn't added that code. Okay. Does this thing have? Okay, so the blue light went off when I took off the blue from the D2 pin, meaning that now I'm realizing analog in. What's the analog pin on an ESP32? Is that a thing? Okay. Let me see. A ver. Analog pin is ESP32. ADC read. Let's see. What does the AI overview say? It says ADC analog to digital converters, channels from reading. Cannot be used when Wi-Fi is active. But what pins are they? This isn't telling me what pins they are. GPIOs 32 to 39. Okay. Okay. So the GPI4. Does that mean that I have 3, so I can use another one for reference? Okay. Gonna open this guy up, compare with the image. Yeah, because I'm looking at D2 is ADC underscore 2 GPI 2, and this AI overview is saying cannot be used when Wi-Fi is active. Am I going to use Wi-Fi for this project? The answer is no. Probably not. Okay, meaning that it's fine. So D2 was fine. So what's the blue light for then? Okay, so I'm gonna plug it back into D2. Back into D2. Okay, and then there's a blue LED. Cool. Good shit. Okay. So we're back over here. Now let's fix the code. Code is saying invalid conversion from int to sample frequency. That doesn't help because yeah, but where does this come from? It can't, of course. And if, but we're importing. So, okay, tell me. I do hashtag include, right? Include. If I do hashtag include, that doesn't come up. Lib, no. Okay. I think if I figure this out, this will figure itself out. Because right now it's just not reading it. So am I missing something? It says this is optional. So it says lib bar source. Am I missing a source folder? New directory source. And then I'm gonna leave those in there. Gonna leave that in there. Then move that in there. Source, okay. Examples, that doesn't matter. So, alright, let's see. Any better? Let's see. Oh. Okay. 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 It figured itself out. Hallelujah. Okay. And we're saying D2. This, I think this lines up with 26. Alright, I'll take it. Let's see. Let's try it. So if it compiles, errors. No, that seems like it should clear itself up. No. Function to sample, but sample the frequency is an integer. What's the complaint? What's the complaint? Okay, let me. Oh. Okay. I don't think var is a thing. So sample frequency. Let's see, and what's the second parameter? Notch frequency. Notch frequency. Okay. And so now let's read. Discrete filters must work with. Okay. But. Are we hooked up? Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. So, boom. Okay. Oh, it's writing, it's compiling. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm excited to see data. One more thing. Because serial connections. It should, I think, is this guy. Yeah, connect. Excellent. It is ridiculous. Okay, that took a little bit longer, but that's because I'm a newbie. I don't know what I'm doing for the most part other than connecting this thing together. But the point, assuming this thing is doing it correctly, doing what it's supposed to do correctly, the numbers just seem random to me though. Okay, so I guess now is a good time as any to why am I even looking into this thing, right? So I'm interested in this thing because my older brother, who's an actual mechanical engineer, was messing with this thing, and he's made a controller where I can use my toe when he has me put it on. My toe is one action, and then a flex of another of the same muscle differently is another action, and super cool. It like opens and closes a robotic hand. So I'm interested in seeing not if I can replicate that functionality, but like he's shown me the code, and he's shown me other basically the struggle. I've pretty much have seen him struggle through programming this thing, getting this weird data that's coming out into what I just described, which is using your toe. It's like, something happens. And so is there an easier way to do that, right? And so that's what I'm trying to explore, right? Can you slap this thing unfiltered, right? Grab data points for like do this, right? Do this, right? Capture it with this, right? Capture this 1,000,000 times, and then shove it through Tensorflow and get a model that when you do this through unfiltered data, it tells you that accurately you did this. And so can we achieve that, right? And so that's the point. That's the point of playing around with this thing. Can we get there? So now we have the data. So now I need to export this data, but I need to export it in a way that we can shove it into the Tensorflow, right? Oh, so now we need to think. Okay? Because this is number, but I can't really use this. Can I? Okay, so I'm gonna unplug the machine over here. Unplug ESP32. I didn't think I would get that far today, but it looks like it was good stuff. Okay, so now back to the research board. Tensorflow Lite Micro. Okay, Micro. That is what we're going to shove into the ESP32 to ingest the numbers, and then tell us, did we do this? Did we do this? Right? And this, because if we can get a model that runs on ESP32 through unfiltered data, then that's a lot easier, because then you're just gathering movements and retraining the model, and then you can expose the result of the model rather than writing complex algorithm. And so that's really what I'm interested in. I don't want complex algorithm. I want input, model, output. I did this, do something, app, right? That's where I'm trying to go. So how do I use this? Right? Because build status, getting help. Okay, you know what? Google. How to use Tensorflow Lite Micro. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, in Python. I have PyCharm. I want PyCharm. Okay, PyCharm. Open the PyCharm. Okay, yes, I haven't opened you in a while. Remove this thing. What is this? Okay, this is gonna go away. Gone. I want my workspace clean. Okay, new project, pure Python. Okay, pure Python 3.4, whatever. Does it tell us what Python we should use? Let's see. Train py. Bazel. I know nothing about Bazel. So micro error. What the fuck? What is this? What is this stuff? Include. Oh, this is using it. Yeah, that's run inference. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay, so this is to export the model. So what is this? What is this? This is to train the model, and it's just Python. Tensorflow. Okay. Do you need to do this with Bazel? Whatever. Okay. So, can I give this a name? Yes, create a repo. Boom. Okay. I want to give it a name. Sure. We're gonna name it ft.breakroom control systems dot one controller dot model. Okay, or dot df lite dot model. Okay, excellent. Create. Okay, let's move our boy to the, let's give it a new desktop. Move it over there. What is your problem? Sure. Okay. So we're here. V environment. I want to install library. How do I install library? I forgot. If I remember, it's shoved in settings somewhere. Settings, tools, no. Back to Google. PyCharm install TensorFlow. Yeah, it's settings, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm done. It said can't spell interpreter. Okay, there it is. This is what I was looking for. Okay, TensorFlow. Okay, we have TensorFlow. And then install. Why? Could not find that satisfies the requirement. TensorFlow. It wants me to upgrade PEEP. Is that what it wants? Could not find. Okay. Xerox. Yeah. So it's a. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Terminal. Okay, cool. Let's try this again. One more time. TensorFlow. Okay. Install. But we did that. We did the PEEP install. It said it upgraded the PEEP. Okay, whatever. Then it's not a PEEP issue. No way. Okay, we specified the version this time. I am confused. Huh. Am I wasting tokens? Am I wasting tokens on this? I think I am, because hold on, hold the phone. 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Okay. You know what? Go up. Pip install through this Python in the env. Pip install Tensorflow. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Oh, we're already in the VNV. Okay. GPT. Sure. Give me the answer, bot. Tell me how I am dumb. That was not helpful. It is obvious from this that it, but like, why shouldn't it go use the interwebs? Install dash. Wait, hold on. What did we run originally? Oh, got it. It's pip. But then again, we've tried. Okay, so now the pip issue's gone. But still this. But we tried from here. Tensorflow. Arch. Flow. View. Tensorflow. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna close. It should go away with this. Open it again. Okay. Open this again. Okay. So let's try this again. Tensorflow. Or just like this. Oh, that's so annoying because we got through this on the terminal. Okay. Fails. So I have to go down in Python, but I don't. Install. Me too. I am stuck. Set up environment. It uses conda. Apple, macOS, Is that really a thing? It is. Okay, let's try this. And what's it say? Okay, so it's a different issue entirely. Let's see what the Google says. But we're running 314. PNV. You could also try installing an earlier version of Python. Okay, so it's just a version then. That's the version of the interpreter. Or let me add local interpreter. The other person was able to get through it using conda. Version Compass 0, TensorFlow, macOS. Not what I want to hear. Let's see if we can follow this. No. It's an archive. You can now leverage Apple's TensorFlow Metal plugin, pluggable device in TensorFlow v.2. Okay. Ooh. 3.9 or later. Xcode select. Okay. Bro, we were asking. This is upsetting. Okay. Okay. So now we know that Apple supports this, and it should install through Python 3. Okay. For TensorFlow later, base TensorFlow, but it doesn't let me. Let's see. Okay, okay. Could not find a version that satisfies. Okay, let's get rid of that again. Pip. I can't spell. How do you specify the version? Does this work? Does this work? Or is it gonna give me the same thing? It gives me the same issue. Okay. Okay. Pip. Ah. I see. Pip. And then install package. Is this going to work? Okay, close. Does that work? Can I do that? Install package. No indication that anything's happening. I shall wait. I shall wait. Wait, pop into a new tab over there. Could it be the IDE itself? ¿Qué pasa, man? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? EMV. Okay. Over there. So now I'm looking at this because PyCharm is just failing to do anything. Because like nothing's happening. This thing isn't upgrading. Upgrade. I'm blind. But it's not going. Okay. Package installation issues. You know what, we're gonna try the dumbest thing first. Just update it. Update the IDE. In the meantime, we're gonna read this. Try and start on the selected using the terminal. We tried that. It gave us the same similar problem. Okay, install a package on the Conda environment. Interpreter. Are we using a system interpreter? Alright, well. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna try adding another, interpreter Conda Python. Getting started with Conda, installing Conda, mini Conda, Anaconda distribution. Okay, get started. Can we do really? This used to be no cookies. Skip. Oh, okay, gotcha. Apple Silicon graphical installer, please. I'm basic user. I'm not advanced user. That's gonna take a while. Okay, so I guess I have homework. Okay, so next time, assuming I get this working, next time we're gonna figure out how to get this data into a format that we can shove into Tensorflow in order to produce a model with the unfiltered data. I think that's reasonable. And so the plan is I'm gonna record, and hopefully that gives us the data points necessary to create different folders, because folders for one category, 2 category, 3 category, 4 category, right? And see if, because this is what I'm thinking about, right? Tensorflow, categorization, model, right? Basic, yeah. So if I remember correctly, this has you put thingies into, has you label, and those labels, class names, but this is done by folder. Preprocessed data, Set up, train the model. We will learn. We will learn. We will learn. There's no worries. Sure. Continue. Continue. Sure. Sure. Okay. Install. Let me move this away. Okay, so that's going. Is this finished? Yes. Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave this for homework for myself, and next time we will train a model. Peace, peace, folks. Peace. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Oh, let me switch to this. Alright, cool, cool.